Hi guys, welcome to Momo News, your one-stop for trending conversations, trending gist, gossip, and the one and ultimate Amebo headquarters. Today we have interesting topics that I want us to dive into. These conversations have been shaking the internet, and I want to give you guys the gist because you know I always deliver. But before we go into this hot steamy gist, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and share this video for more content. Now let's dive in. On today's episode of Momo News, we have don't deny your husband sex. If you are too tired, just lie down and open your legs. You don't need to do any work. Celebrity designer Vicky James advises her sister-in-law at her bridal shower. So now Vicky James, you know now, celebrity designer, public figure, and now controversial marriage advisor. At her sister-in-law's bridal shower, Vicky gave a piece of advice that had Twitter absolutely buzzing, and not in a good way. Don't deny your husband's sex. If you're too tired, just lie down and open your legs. You don't need to do any work. Yes, she said that. Now, the internet did not take this lightly. Twitter users called the comment tone deaf, dangerous, and even anti-woman. Some argued that normalizing passive obligatory sex is harmful, especially when we are now in an era that's finally taking things like consent, emotional labor, and equality in relationships seriously. Now let's go to what some of the comments had to say about this. Vidi Satem said, not her supporting rape. Another person going by the name The Real CEO Amber also said, if I'm tired and you're near me, na hospital you go land straight up with broken head. Another person said, she's right. Some women don't know part of their duty is satisfying their husband, and you might not be in the mood, but you just have to do it. Understanding and compromise are important for a relationship to last. While Olori of Oloris said, a kind partner wouldn't even initiate when they can clearly see that you've had a long day. Why should you open your leg when you are not up for it? Is it by force? Now, some fans defended her, saying she was just joking or that she was speaking from a place of religious or cultural values about marriage. But here's the thing, jokes like this land differently when they are coming from a person with influence, and especially when they touch on bodies, boundaries, and expectations in marriage. But what do you think? Was it just a poorly phrased joke or a cultural misunderstanding? So at the movie premiere of the Nollywood film My Mother is a Witch, actor Timini Egbuson made a shocking confession that left everyone stunned. And honestly, it was a little too relatable for many Nigerians. At some point in my childhood, I grew up thinking my mother was a witch. But wait, before you cancel him, let's talk. Yeah. Because what he said isn't just about his mom, it's about a deeper cultural experience. If you grew up watching Nollywood in the early 2000s, you already know the vibe. 1 minute your mom is making stew, next minute she's appearing in someone's dream holding a calabash. And when you pair that with strict African parenting, it suddenly slaps. The midnight prayers, and of course, little Simini was confused. But on a serious note, Simini's comment shines a light on how Nollywood, superstition, and fear shaped a generation's view of motherhood. It also shows how deeply misunderstood our mothers could be, especially when they were just trying to survive and raise us in their own way. So it's not a surprise that this new film explores that very tension, how love, fear, and misunderstanding coexist in African homes. Was Timini joking? Maybe. Was it also disturbingly accurate for many people? Definitely. Yes, Messiah just incredibly made a comment that has touched many people online. She revealed that for years, she was a single mom raising her daughter Michelle, and just 3 days ago, she sent Michelle an apology text for the way she brought her up. She said, for years, I was a single mother to my daughter Michelle, and just 3 days ago, I had to send her an apology text for the harsh upbringing I gave her. Now, if you grew up with African parents, you already know that discipline was the love language, affection was rare, and softness was unheard of. Apologies almost non-existent. But Mercy's confession has sparked a bigger conversation. How many of our parents are carrying unhealed wounds they passed on to their kids without even meaning to? Now let's go to the comments. Blaze D said, I'm still going through that trauma. As old as I am, I can't talk to my mom freely. Another person going by the name JustSA7_Essentials also said, I'm still going through that trauma though, but in all, we move. And lastly, Blessing Laurel added by saying, my mom is literally my best friend. She was very strict when I was growing up, but yet very soft. But what's the beautiful thing is that Mercy Aigbe chose growth. She looked back, took accountability, and sent her daughter an apology. That takes strength, that takes maturity, and that's how cycles start to break. It's never too late to say sorry, especially to your child. So whether you're a parent now or you're healing from your childhood, this moment is a reminder that we can do better. But what do you think about Mercy's story? Have you ever received or wished for an apology from a parent? Let's talk in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Nollywood gist, deep dives, and everything in between.